Hello viewers, welcome to my new channel Literature Outstanding. Be positive and be hopeful in your life. With this message I am going to start this video. And in this video I am going to give you a review of a fantasy and very beautiful short story, and the name of the story is The Little Daisy. It's also a bedtime story for kids, but according to me this story has very deep meaning for adults also. It's an emotional story, it's very close to my heart, that's why I've selected it for the review. And first of all I will tell you about characters and a little summary of this short story, and then we will talk about the themes, the messages writer tries to convey to us, and which I have personally extracted out of this story, and we will talk about it later. Okay, the setting of the short story was in a countryside. There was a beautiful garden outside of a home, and many beautiful flowers like tulips and roses were growing there. But outside of the garden there was a little beautiful daisy with white petals and golden heart. And morning was very sunny. Daisy was very happy, he was enjoying the weather, and everything was beautiful for it. But the thing which attracts the Daisy the most was the song of a lark, who was flying freely in the air and was singing in a happy mood. Daisy made a wish that lark may come and visit him, and yes, it happens. And that lark came to the Daisy, and there was a connection which built between them. There was a kind of friendship which built between them, and they were very happy. And in this happy mood the first morning spent. And we are also shown that the roses, tulips and other beautiful flowers which are growing in the garden are very proud of themselves. That's why writer used the word aristocratic flowers for them. And then came the next morning. It was also a beautiful morning. Sun was shining, air was blowing, everything was looking same. Daisy was happy, and he starts to enjoy the weather. But he was missing something. Oh yes, it was the song of lark. And then he notices that yes, today lark is also singing, but this song is not the same song. And why? Actually he was not singing in happy mood. The lark was singing in a sad mood. But why lark is sad? And he notices that he is not a free bird anymore, and he has put into the cage. Actually some naughty boys had put the lark into the cage and snatched his liberty. That's why he was missing his time of freedom and the time when he was enjoying the nature. All these things were making the lark sad, and he was singing a sad song, not a happy song. The imprisonment of lark made the Daisy very sad, and he forgot all beautiful scenery, warmth of sun and all beauty of nature around it. He was only thinking about the imprisonment of lark and bad condition of his friend. Then another horrible thing happened. A group of naughty boys came near to the Daisy with a sharp knife and cut a bunch of grass, and the Daisy also cut with that bunch of grass. Actually those were the same boys who put the bird into the cage, and now they were offering this grass and Daisy to that captive poor bird. Once again the lark and the bird were together, but this time situation was very different and opposite, because both were feeling sad for each other. On one hand, lark was feeling sad for the Daisy because it has no more connection with the earth and very soon it will wither, and Daisy was feeling bad for the lark because he was no more a free bird. And so they became the companion of pain and companion of sadness. Now it was evening, and the bird was hungry and thirsty. Boys have put nothing to eat or drink in the cage. The daisy flower was also withering and fading with the passage of time. Both bird and flower was trying to console each other. Time was passing and no one was coming to bring food and water for the bird. In this sad situation and bad situation, the bird tries to recall his days of freedom. He was missing the warmth of the sun, the beauty of the nature, and all his happy singing. The bird tries to quench his thirst by putting his beak into the roots of that bunch of flower, but nothing was working and his situation was becoming very bad. The bird spent all the night in pain, and then came the next morning and boy visited the bird, and they saw the bird was dead. They wept bitterly on the death of this poor bird, and now they want to compensate. That's why they selected a very beautiful red box as a grave of this bird. When he was alive, they never gave him food or water, but yes, when the bird was dead, they are planning to give him a royal burial. After giving royal burial and shedding heavy tears on the grave of this bird, the boys throw that faded daisy on roadside without noticing that it was the best companion for the bird in time of pain. The boys went to their homes and the bird was in its grave and poor Daisy was on the roadside. And here this story ended. At the end of this story, we are emotional and we are sad, but at the end I would like to talk about some important themes and want to give you the review about this story. First of all, I will talk about the genre. It was fantasy. This short story was a fantasy. In fantasy, as we know that inhuman characters like birds and flowers and other things express their feelings and they behave like human beings, as in this story Lark is doing or Daisy is doing. So it truly comes up to the standard of a fantasy and very beautiful fantasy. Apparently it seems very simple fantasy and very simple story, but it has very deep meanings and it is saturated with themes, and one of the important theme is change. Time never remains the same and every day is a different day, as we are shown in this story. There are two different mornings. First morning was very good for Daisy as well as for the bird. They were enjoying it and singing happy notes and happy songs, while the other morning was not good and it was a sad morning for the bird as well as for the Daisy. So the same situation is for the man, and man should try to enjoy the present moment. If he is happy in the present moment, he should try to live happy in this moment without thinking about the worries of past or apprehension of future. Use the power and authority in right way is another important theme of this short story. If you have power and authority in your life, don't misuse it as the boy did in this story, and don't try to make the life of others miserable as the boy did with the Daisy as well as with the bird. And the last theme which I want to discuss is give value to life. Give value to people when they are alive, when they are taking breath, not when they have taken their last breath. So there is no use of shedding tears on their graves, or there is no use of giving a royal burial to them when they are no more. So give value to the people, give respect to the people when they are alive. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I have also included some beautiful lines, some beautiful passages of this story, The Little Daisy, in this video. So if you want to read them out, it's for you. And once again, thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, kindly share it to your friends and other people, and also give me your comments, and kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you so much. Be positive, be hopeful in your lives.